Hi everybody, I'm Ann and this is Tyler.
Hello.
And we're here with Chemistry Connection, and today we're going to do a quick tutorial on how to make a moisturizing lip balm for your dry winter chapped lips. It goes along with our exfoliating lip scrub and it's very simple to make. We're going to go over the ingredients we have real quick. We have 3 ounces of castor oil and we have 3 ounces of Meadowfoam oil. We're going today to be using Arkansas beeswax, pure beeswax. It has a wonderful smell, and we've already pre-melted that just for time's sake. We have 2 ounces of Shea Olein. We have 2 ounces of cocoa butter, 2 ounces of mango butter, and we're also going to be using some vitamin E oil and a nice peppermint essential oil. So we're going to get started by melting our mango and our cocoa butter together. After we get those melted, we're just going to start combining. And it's a very simple recipe. Anyone can do it. So you just want to put this in your bowl, pop it in the microwave for about 2 minutes to start. And we might take a look at that. Just, hit your start. There you go. And so while that's melting, we're going to go over some of our products that are over here, some of our packaging. We have the 1/2 ounce metal tins, which are great to use for an oil formulation. You don't want to put any formulation in here that might have water in it because it might cause the tin to rust. And we also have the natural lip balm tubes, as well as the white lip balm tubes, which are very popular for any of your fragrances or flavors that you might want to use. And we're just going to check on this in just a few minutes. We're going to stir it around. And if any of your products start to re-solidify before you've melted everything, just pop it in the microwave real quick and give it another whirl. We went ahead and we pre-melted the Arkansas beeswax. It's starting to solidify just a little bit, so I'm going to give that a stir. And we might need to sit that in the microwave just for another 15 seconds once the butters come out. And we've got these nice pourable funnel containers to make it easier to pour into our lip balm tins and our lip balm tubes. And I think we are going to have to remelt this just a little bit once that butter comes out. And you can use any type of flavor oil that you want to use, or you can leave the flavor oil out. We like a nice minty feel during the winter time, just gives our lips a little tingle. Just be careful how much you add because you don't want to irritate the lips, especially after you've used the scrub. We put a little bit of essential oil into our scrub as well. And you're really just wanting to melt the product. You don't want it to be super hot because your flash point of your peppermint essential oil is probably around 200, so you just want to get below that before you can add your essential oil in. There we go. So we're going to keep on melting. It's going to take just a few more seconds. And we're definitely going to melt our beeswax again. It's starting to solidify.
Fast, huh?
It did. Okay, welcome back. We have all of our butters melted now, so we're going to start to incorporate everything together. Okay, so we've got the 2 ounces of cocoa butter and the 2 ounces of mango butter melted together. And we're pouring that into the 3 ounces of pure Arkansas beeswax. And we're going to give that a little stir. Make sure it's all incorporated well. And you want these butters and melted butters and oils to be pretty warm, because once you pour in your other oils, they're at room temperature, but they're going to start to seize just a little bit. Now, if your product gets too thick, all you have to do is put it back in the microwave for a few seconds and get it melted again. So now we are going to add to this mixture our 3 ounces of castor oil. All right, and as she's pouring it in, we're going to kind of be able to see if we've got our butters hot enough. How's it looking?
Oh, no, not
Stay in liquid?
enough.
Keep going. Okay, so we're starting to seize just a tiny little bit, but we're going to go ahead and add in the rest of our oils. We're going to start with the Shea Olein, 2 ounces. And everything is looking exactly how it's supposed to. I expected it to seize just a little bit, which is fine. We'll just pop it back in the microwave after we get all the other oils incorporated. And we like to use Meadowfoam oil, which is what we're going to add next. It just adds so much to the balm and such a luxurious oil to use. Very good for your skin. So we'll add that in. Okay. And what we're going to do before we add the vitamin E and the essential oil is we're going to melt this just a little bit. We don't want it totally liquefied, but we do want it to get back down to where it's nice and pourable, so it'll look good in our containers when we pour it up. So we're going to run it through the microwave for about, we'll start with 30 seconds, but we'll check it about halfway through, so in 15 seconds. Okay, so as that's melting, we're going to give it a look because we don't want it to get too hot. We don't want it to burn off our essential oil. And it looks like it's just about perfect at 15 seconds. Still a little bit solidified, so we're going to stir that and get it all melted. Okay, and that is perfect. So that only took about 15 seconds. Okay, and to this mixture, we're going to add 4 drops of vitamin E oil. And so we have a dropper, and we're just going to squeeze that in. And it's a very, very thick oil. It's pure vitamin E or tocopherol. It's hard to get out of this stuff, out of the dropper. There you go.
There we go.
Now, hopefully, you'll be able to squeeze 4 drops out. We're having a little issue with our dropper. There's 1. 2. 3. And 1 more. 4. Okay, we've got 4 drops of vitamin E oil, and then we want 4 drops of the Peppermint Essential Oil. And all of our sample size fragrance and essential oils come with this neat little dropper already inside the bottle, so they are wonderful for measuring. Okay, and there's your 4 drops of essential oil. Okay, then we're going to stir that really well.
It smells so good.
It does smell good. It's going to feel great on the lips. And then you just have to have a very steady hand and a nice pour spout on your container, and you're going to start filling your containers. And what we like to do, some of you who have never used the lip balm tubes before, you're going to notice that as you pour them, as they start to set and cool, you might notice a small divot or a hole right in the middle. That's okay. You might notice it form a hole in the center or a sinking spot, and that is simply because the outside of the tube cools more quickly than the inside part of the product, and so it tends to seize up just a little bit on the outside and sink in the middle. So all you need to do is just pour your liquid very slowly, let it come to a cooling temp, and then you might top it off with just a little bit more of the oil, or you can slightly melt the top of the container with a hair dryer or something like that, blow some warm air over it until it melts on the top again and then smooths out. If you don't mind the divot, don't worry about it. Okay, so we've got a couple of tubes filled, and now we're just going to fill our tins. And it's very, very simple to do. It's more of a beginner level. There you go. And it takes a little practice, but once you get going, you've got the hang of it. These make great gifts. These make great little tins to hang around in your purse, put in your car, give them away to friends. They are wonderful just to keep on your lips all through the holidays. Now, we did not use a sweetener in our lip balm. We did use an essential oil, but I feel that if you put a sweetener in your lip balm, it tends to make you lick your lips a little bit more, and that makes them even more chapped. So we leave the sweetener out. We just like the freshness of the essential oil. And that is all there is to it. And if it starts to seize up in your container again, simply pop it in the microwave, remelt it, and keep pouring. If you have any questions regarding anything that we've done on this tutorial, please contact us at contact@thechemistryconnection, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much.